Theo, how's it feel to have got back on the pitch, I guess a little earlier than we probably feared when you came off on a stretcher?
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't too bad of an injury. It was just an impact one. After going to hospital, they cleared me, so it was just a time for letting the swelling settle down and get back. But I was back in training early part of last week, so yeah, it feels good to be back.
Yeah, we saw you, didn't we, doing a few runs and stuff in Maidenhead. I guess that was maybe a bit too soon, that one, but coming back in today, was that always the plan, to get you off the bench and get you back in the action today?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, obviously whenever I'm required and the gaffer needs me, then and I'm fit, I'm always going to be ready to play. So yeah, Tuesday might have been a bit too quick, but the lads got the job done on Tuesday, so I wasn't needed.
Yeah, and today's result, a draw, it keeps our undefeated little run going, doesn't it? That's the main thing. I think when you look at it on paper, when in Ebbsfleet's position at the bottom of the table, maybe some would say it's an easy game today, but it was never going to be an easy game, was it?
There's no easy games in this league, and like you said, it's kept our unbeaten run going, and I believe we've been unbeaten at home for the whole of 2025 as well, obviously bar the 21s Cup. But yeah, it's a tough game to play, and the pitch was playing difficult today. It was quite dry. We couldn't quite put them to bed at the end there, even though we had quite a bit of sustained pressure. But 3 good goals, we take the point and we move on.
And how important has our home form been this season? It's something that since you came in, since the gaffer came in, that kind of switch at that time, it's been a bit of a turnaround in home form at that time.
Well, I believe we're getting more crowds now, so it's, that obviously helps. I think Aldershot's always been a tough place to come to, so yeah, we take pride in our home record, and if you can do the business at home, it does massively make a difference to the table. So yeah, like I said, point today, we move on to Tuesday.
When you get a draw today, when you've been winning a few times and you're kind of used to winning, is there a bit more disappointment, or do you still kind of look at it as a good point?
Of course, you want to win every game, but a point's a point. I think the gaffer says it in most of his interviews. If we go into every game hoping to take 3 points, but if we can't, we make sure we take 1. And I think the unbeaten run will have really buoyed sort of confidence in the group. The lads have been solid for the last 6-7 weeks, so look, again, we haven't lost, so we'll move on and try and win.
It's been a tough schedule. We've got another Tuesday night coming up this week, and then I think it's 2 more after that, isn't it? So speaking for yourself, and I guess the other guys in central midfield as well, you're going to have to do a lot of running. Has it been quite tough on your legs?
Of course. Look, we knew it was going to be a tough schedule from Christmas onwards, because we had to mentally prepare for it as well as physically prepare for it. So look, the squad's been rotated a few times, which is good. Players have come back from loan and have impressed really well. And there's obviously, you can see that the gaffer's got no problem choosing anyone to play. They're all good enough. We're all good enough. We're all here on merit. So yeah, the competition for places is good, but yeah, it has been tough on the legs. But we're footballers. That's our job. So.
Well, yeah, you touch on it there. The depth has been good this season. I think we're stretched quite thinly now, aren't we? With the injuries we've had, a few season-ending injuries. Obviously, again, luckily yours wasn't, and you've come back in the side. But how's that been in terms of you guys when you lose a teammate for the whole season, knowing that they won't be able to come back?
It's not nice, especially when they're key players. I don't know about Luke's results yet. I don't think we found out yet, but we're praying that's not too bad. But yeah, losing players like Ollie Harfield at the start, Ollie Scott, Luke, just to name a few. Obviously we haven't, and Mags of course, they've all been vital parts to what we've done this season. And yeah, it hurts the group to see people not available. But at the same time, that's when people have to step up and people have to really fight for a place. And I think people are doing that at the minute. I think people have shown their quality in the last sort of 5-6 games. So that, like I said, there's going to be competition for places, but yeah, it's not a nice feeling to know when people are going to be out for the season.
It's a big month ahead, isn't it? I mean, with the FA Trophy semi-final coming up, and we're trying to push away from the bottom of the table, aren't we? We're now looking more like a mid-table side, which is great because we know that we had that potential at the beginning of the season, didn't we? So, what's it like pushing on the mood in the dressing room, looking ahead to that?
Well, the gaffer and the coaching staff have been telling us, and we've always known it and believed it, that we were only really that far away from being a really good side. I think the wins in the last few weeks have shown that. We've never, as a group, been low. We've never been. Obviously, when you lose a few games, it hurts, but you've got to go over the disappointment quickly. And I think what having such a young squad does is sort of bounce back. and that's what we've done. And long may this unbeaten run continue.
Well, the dressing room has been pretty close knit this year, hasn't there? A lot of the interviews I've done with the lads, they've said that there's a lot of unity in there. We're all together. They're not just saying that for the soundbite, though, are they? There genuinely is a sense of that within the dressing room, isn't there?
100%. I mean, we're all of a similar age, so apart from the two granddads, I probably shouldn't say that. There's two more experienced players. We're all of a similar age, similar interests. So. Yeah, it's easy to be tight-knit, and it obviously helps when you're winning.